Hi guys, William Alk here. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today's little jaunt is a little jaunt to the Monkey Pot Cafe. So we're going to do a bit of a feast course review on the breakfast. I've only just switched the camera on. I forgot all about it back there. Yeah, I've had a bit of a nightmare over the last few weeks. Video posting wise, as you've noticed, I've not posted anything. I had a lot of footage and I was sorting through it all and managed to delete it somehow. Oh dear. So yeah, I lost about three separate rides that I'd done. Because I'd recorded quite a few rides because I wasn't really happy with what I'd recorded. So I was trying to, get the topics across on different videos, and I went to save some and keep them. Yeah, deleted it all. The worst thing was I deleted it off my SD card without putting it on my computer. So, yes, gone into the Ethernet in the sky. So there's a few things that I kind of wanted to mention. One of them's about the TT races, but I'll probably do that on the way home after the cafe. So I don't think we're that far away from it. So I'll have the breakfast first. Give a little breakfast review, and then talk crap really. Talk crap most of the time, though. And if you notice, I've only got the one camera today. The second camera has been replaced by the AH unit. I wanted my AH unit out at the moment. It's still to this. So the AH unit was there. I put it there, but as you can see, it's too vertical. So I've got to try and sort that out. But that's where my camera used to sit, so I'm going to try and find out where my camera to sit. See what I can do with that. Bit of adaptation, as we call it. Some may call it bodging, I call it adaptation. Well, when I do it, I call it adaptation, and everyone else does it, we call it bodging. So we'll sort that out, get the, I can't really see the screen. When I put it up and put it on, I sat on the bike and thought, yeah, it's in garage, perfectly visible, but actually in daylight out on the road, it's kind of reflecting stuff, like it's reflecting on the tank and everything. That's the sun's out as well, so when the sun's the sun's behind the clouds, when the sun's out, it's even worse. So I need it facing up. I just found it too intrusive down here. Oh, you're having to put your head down like that all the time to kind of to look at it. But we'll find something out. And I've got an extension that comes out on my bars. There's an extension, I can put it there. But again, I need to see my dashboard, obviously. That's the first thing. I suppose the AH unit's an extra. So my friend Ian's leading today as well, for a change. Only because I've only been to Monkey Pot once before. I hadn't put in my sat-nav. When I pulled up to put in my sat-nav, couldn't get a signal. He thinks he knows where it is, so that's good enough for me. And I've made the good decision. I put my jack down with the bike as opposed to on my summer gear. Last couple of times I've been out, I've been wearing my summer gear thinking, it's got warm and all that. When it has got a little bit better, but like today it's only forecasting it to something like 13 or something. Well, it'll be from the bike again. the monkey pot I know they do breakfasts which are related to kind of monkeys, like small monkey, With a big breakfast and king on the monkey. It has loads of it. I don't think I'll be getting that one today, but I am trying to get it. See what it's like. A bit of a panic, there's nothing. Rickel Airfield is the one. Although you haven't seen it on the video, it was a better route that my friend brought me. Oh, the gravel there. Jeez. So this is the cafe on the left. Let's go and partake in a breakfast. So welcome back. I've just been to the Monkey Pot Cafe in Rickel Airfield, Selby. Had a breakfast there, and I have to say they've got some good stuff there. The breakfasts are all monkey based or ape based or whatever you want to call them. So they have a chimp, a gorilla, a Kong and a King Kong. Basically the chimp is one of everything, so one bacon, one sausage, one egg, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, hash browns, toast, a bit of black pudding, and then as you go up, the gorilla is 2 of everything, the Kong is 3 of everything, and the King Kong is 4 of everything. So, I say 4 of everything, it's definitely 4 bacon, 4 sausage, 4 eggs, so it's like, wow. I didn't go for the King Kong, as a lot of people might have thought I might have done. I am trying to be as good as I can, so I went for the gorilla one, which was still big, as you can see on the photo, but I got some spam. Because you know me and my spam, and that instantly means the markings go up a point because they've got the spam. And again, it was real spam, proper catering square spam. So yeah. So yes, it was a very nice breakfast. I'll go through it. The eggs were done nicely. They were runny. Were not smeggy. Bacon was actually done a little bit on the low side for me, but it was still fine. Sausage were nice and spam were lovely. Plum tomatoes, chopped mushrooms, 2 hash browns, and some beans. I have to say, I think the beans are not the best. They were quite hard beans, but you know, beans are beans, aren't they? I'm not knocking anybody on beans. But yeah, price wise, it was fine. I got the extra spam on for tea and 12 quid for no really in it. So marks out of 10. Ooh. Well, it's got the extra possibility to get full marks because of the spam. But like I said to you before, I don't think anybody is ever going to get a 10 out of 10 really, unless they do a gourmet breakfast for 3 quid. So, but it's up there. I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. So that's Monkey Pot Cafe, 9 out of 10. Really well recommends it. Get yourself down there. They do other food as well, obviously. They had your burgers and all that kind of stuff. Just normal sandwiches and cakes and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely one to go and see. And like I was saying on the way, I alluded to I've not done a video for a while because I deleted a load of files. Silly milk. Don't ask me how I've done it. I managed to delete them. So I mentioned on my last video, which never actually got to air, I'm hoping to go to the TT. And if anybody's into motorbikes and not been to the TT, you need to go to the TT once in your lifetime. It's just awesome. You know, we all know the dangers of it. Anyone who's into bikes, the riders know the dangers of it. Well, that's part of the thrill. Well, I wouldn't say that's part of the thrill, but riding the bikes fast is the thrill. And you can just, you know, you're basically hanging over a hedge watching motorbikes on the road, which are like inches away from you, and the sense of speed and whatever. There's certain places like going into Hurrah, so coming off the mountain and they drop down into Hurrah, you can sit away from the corner up the wall, so you're in a field, the wall's kind of like waist height, and you let over that, and the bike's just coming into braking zone there, so you know they'll be doing 180 mile an hour at least on that bit, maybe faster. And then hit the brakes, then just tip it into Hurrah. It's a sight to be seen. It's like I said, but at the same scenario, like I say, you've got to go and see it because it seems to be suffering a little bit from, like every year, it's getting a bit, not tamer, tamer's the wrong word, they're watering it down or glorifying it kind of thing. So there's lots and lots of like grandstand areas now where you pay to watch, where you never even paid to watch before, and they're keeping you away from certain places so you can't go. Like the first place I ever went was a place called Ballyspur, so you come through Ballycrane Crossroads, which is a well-known landmark on the course. It's about 6 mile round, so you turn right at Ballycrane, then you go up through an S-bend, and as the back end of the S-bend is Ballycrane. It's where anyone that knows when Milky Quail crashed. The video's been unloaded times. He clipped the inside on the left hander, and it flung him to the right, and it ended up crashing and doing some damage to himself. He's alright now because he's an instructor and a guide around TT. So yeah, I remember being in a field there in Ballyspur, and there were like an older couple at the side of me, and I think we're turning left here. Yeah, we are. Yeah, there was this old couple at the side of me, and like, so the roads have been closed. When the roads are closed, it's kind of eerie. It's all quiet, and you're all sat there just waiting. There's not a lot, you know. You can hear the radios. People have radios dotted about with the Ironman commentary, and then all you can hear is the helicopter getting closer as it started. You know, they're all off, and you know it's not going to be long before they get to like 6 miles where you are. And you hear the helicopter, and then the first few riders that came through. Now, my first rider that came through when I was watching was it was in 2001 or 2002. One of them got closed for foot and mouth, I can't remember, so it was a year after that. And it was Dave Jeffries, and he came around the corner and I literally stood up when he came past, and I just let out some expletives like, fucking hell. And the woman inside of me, she went, "Oh, see, it's your first time at TT." And she went, "You'll get used to it." And I'm like, bloody hell, it's awesome. And you can, you know, after the race and that, you can mix with them in the pits and that. It's a lot more open than organised like MotoGP or World Superbike, British Superbike even. So yeah, it's really good for that. Highly recommend you go into TT before unfortunately I think at some point it'll get shut down, and it's not due to, you know, want its insurance costs and that, the cost of running it. Whatever the Ironman government supports it, it's going to be alright. Yeah, it's awesome, so get yourself down there. So like I say, hopefully, because I've got relatives in the Isle of Man, so I can stay at their house. I'm going to see if I can get over for a few days. I might actually put that this afternoon. I looked, I think yesterday, there's still ferry crossings available. It's just the timing of them, like the one I wanted to get me, couldn't get me in there until I think it's 00:45 of the Saturday morning, and then I've got to get to my relative's house, so it's unfair rocking up at their house at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I might have to see if we go a little bit earlier on the day before. Yep, let's try that. So a little job when I get home, I've got to try and find somewhere for my sat-nav on my AOH unit, because I moved it and it's a bit too vertical, so I'm going to have to try and fiddle about with it and hopefully get it a bit more slanted this way, you know, facing me. So it's time to fuel up, so I'm going to end the video here. So if you'd like to do the norm, which is subscribe, like and click the notification bell. Catch you on my next video. Ciao for now. Really well count. Bye.